Deep in the African jungle, where sunlight barely filtered through gigantic trees and the murmur of rivers mingled with the songs of exotic birds, lived Tarzan, the man raised by apes. His life was filled with adventures, but also a profound connection to nature and all its inhabitants. One morning, while skillfully swinging between the vines, Tarzan heard a strange roar that did not belong to any known animal. Intrigued, he followed the sound to a clearing where he discovered enormous footprints imprinted into the damp earth. The tracks appeared to belong to a big cat, but they were much larger and deeper. His instinct told him something unknown had arrived in the jungle. Jane, who was researching new species of medicinal plants, joined Tarzan in his quest. Together, they followed the trail and found a group of nervous elephants surrounding a fallen tree. Atop the trunk, some bright marks glowed with a bluish hue. Jane, surprised, explained that these inscriptions seemed like ancient runes carved by some lost civilization. Tarzan, though unable to understand the symbols, felt they were related to the strange creature. That night, as the moon illuminated the jungle, Tarzan heard the roar again. He decided to face whatever it was, and in a moonlit clearing, he saw emerging from the shadows a gigantic black jaguar, with eyes ablaze like fire. It was no ordinary animal. Its fur seemed to absorb light, and every step it took made the ground tremble. The monkeys, hidden among the trees, whispered the word Umbra, a guardian spirit of the jungle that awoke every century to test the bravery of those who inhabited it. Tarzan realized this was not a common threat, but an ancestral test. Umbra did not want to destroy, but to assess the balance between humans and nature. However, a group of foreign hunters, lured by the rumors of a giant jaguar, had entered the jungle with traps and rifles. The real danger was not Umbra, but human greed. With the help of Jane and his animal friends, Turk the gorilla, Tanta the elephant, and a flock of colorful birds, Tarzan devised a plan to drive the hunters away and protect Umbra. For days, they laid false traps, bewildered the intruders with noises and shadows, and sabotaged their weapons. The hunters, frightened, began to believe the jungle was haunted. Meanwhile, Tarzan decided to face the jaguar's spirit directly. In a silent duel under the rain, he stood firmly before Umbra without showing fear. Instead of attacking, the jaguar circled him, observing his every move. Tarzan recalled Jane's words about the runes. True courage is not to fight, but to protect. Thus, in a gesture of respect, Tarzan knelt and placed his palm on the wet ground, showing that his strength came from his union with the earth. Umbra roared with such intensity that the whole jungle trembled, but not as a threat, rather as acceptance. Its eyes gleamed even more, and with a majestic leap, it delved into the deep jungle, disappearing among the shadows. The balance had been restored. The hunters, unable to capture anything and terrified by what they had experienced, fled the place, vowing never to return. Jane, moved, embraced Tarzan and told him that he had proven not only to be the lord of the jungle, but also its eternal guardian. At dawn, as the first rays of sun illuminated the treetops, Tarzan understood that the jungle would always test him, and that his duty was to protect it, not dominate it.